Alright, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Crypto, Coffee and LoFi. Had a little bit of a break on Friday, had some family visiting. But I'm back now. We've barely seen any price movement at all over the last week. Still in a very similar environment. The plan has not really changed. I'm pretty much out of all of my long positions, and depending on what the price action does today will determine if I re-enter those positions or stick into my shorts. So if you want to learn more about the strategy and the way that I'm trading here, go to the start of my channel and watch the tutorials. But if you are new here, I'm essentially just using the same pattern to find accumulation, distribution, support, resistance, and that same pattern again as my entry trigger. So what is that pattern? It's essentially just a sweep of a level that is then followed by a market structure break. So I look for this sweep, I then look for the level that was responsible for sweeping the high in this case. And then once we retest this zone right here from the low all the way to the top of the sweep, I then look for the same pattern to form again. So this is essentially the first sign the price is starting to distribute. It isn't necessarily enough for me to enter my positions. I do use a few liquidity techniques and other things like that to kind of determine if I should enter or not. But I know that may seem complicated if you haven't watched any videos, so just go and check out the tutorials. So I am in a short from about 45k that I posted on Twitter, so you can go and check that out. This isn't a hindsight position, but essentially, like I explained in the previous episode, I was looking for a sweep of these highs here. If we did get that sweep, and if it was then followed by distribution, then I was going to enter short, and that's exactly what I did. So sweeping out this high here, breaking below the low that was responsible for taking that high, and this was my entry, just below 45k. All right, so I am short here. There are two kinds of targets that I like to use when I'm entering positions. When I'm entering a position, so either the target lies inside of the range, so an inside range objective, or an outside range objective. So the inside range objective that I like to use is a previous area of accumulation. So if I'm going short, I will then look for a previous area of accumulation to take profits. So where is that here on the chart? Sweeping out a low, breaking above a high, revisiting that zone right here, sweeping out this low, clean this up, and then breaking above this high right here. So for my short, this is the target that I'm looking at. And we do have a bunch of equal lows sitting below right here. Okay, so what I'm thinking we get this session is probably a small jump up. Hopefully we then see some redistribution. If we do get the redistribution, I'll look to take some profit off here and some profit off here. If we reach into one of these two zones and accumulate, that would tell me that price is going to head up. Obviously, then I would get out of my shorts, looking to target a previous area of distribution, that level right there, or even a little bit further up. We have, where is it? Just here. So taking out these equal highs, this is the lows responsible for taking that high. Since this big drop off, we haven't come back up and actually tested this level. So if we do start to accumulate a previous area of support or previous areas of accumulation, that would tell me that we have a higher objective that price wants to reach towards, which would be this zone here and this zone here. Really, if you are new here, basically I don't like to kind of marry a bias. I do just trade from level to level. I don't care what I'm trading, Bitcoin, Serum, ETH, FTT. It could be, Forex, it could be trading Euro, gold, silver. None of that matters to me. I do just trade level to level and mostly on the lower time frame. So, so this is basically all I'm doing. So we are sitting in a lower time frame range here. So rather than trying to predict a higher time frame move outside of the range, I'm just going to be trading the lower time frame moves that lie within the range. So if we get accumulation at one of these zones, then I'll look to get long and cut my shorts. However, if we get redistribution, I may compound into one of the zones here. If we do fail to accumulate here or here, then I would say that we had much lower down into the lower 20k region, but we'll just have to wait and see. Yeah, so if at any point you are interested in anything that I'm explaining here, feel free to go and check out his tutorials. I also do have a strategy PDF that you can pick up, and then the easy in, easy out indicator as well that provides an entry, exit, take profit, everything like that. Basically, it's my entire manual strategy just put into an automated indicator. So if we get something like this, and then reaccumulation inside this zone, that may also lead me to believe that I should exit my shorts. But for now, I'm comfy in them. I'm just going to be waiting it out. I'm also in Serum, so sweeping out above these equal highs here and then starting to distribute. So we take out this high, breaking below the low. Then we take out this high, breaking below the low. So my entry was around $2.60 there. Similar story. Sorry, guys. Sweeping out this low, breaking above the high. Since this whole move, we haven't really tested this zone until yesterday, but we are not reaccumulating, so that just leads me to believe that price will end up seeing lower targets, which we don't actually have any. So I think if we do continue to drop off here, taking profit below the equal lows there on the lower time frames, below this kilo, and then if we accumulate below that kilo, then exiting the position entirely. ETH, similar story here. We can start off with a blank chart. I'm fully out of my long positions here on ETH. I got out the other day. Really, this was one of the cleanest trades that I've taken in months. It was so obvious. So taking out this low, breaking above the high, taking out these equal lows, breaking above this high, revisiting some lower time frame accumulation or some demand that you can see. And my entry was right at the top of this blue box. My stop right below. And I closed out some of my position here and then the rest of my position around 3,200. And then similar story, distribution. So taking out that high, breaking below the low, like that. So really, I'm struggling to see a bullish case here for now. I don't really like to trade a larger direction on a Monday. So if we are seeing an up move, or a strong up move, or a strong down move on a Monday, that generally speaking isn't going to be sustained for the rest of the week. So really, this is my game plan. We are in a ranging environment, so I'm just going to be taking the lower time frame positions. Not really bullish, not really bearish, just taking the trades between levels. No worries, guys, so I'm going to end that episode here. Hope that didn't overcomplicate anything. There's tutorials at the start of my channel. There's the link in the description below for the strategy, and then there's the indicator as well. If you have any questions, feel free to DM me on Twitter. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you want to see in the next episode. All right, guys, enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.